Here we see a couple of fish playing some fence ball in the sea of the fish. Just look at those rackets. Look at those rackets. What a racket. They're holding these fences like that. And one fish says to the other fish, "Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence." The versus has gotten out of hand. They were swatting the verses around. Two fish were swatting a verses around using fences in the sea. And now the fish is half in the water, half on the land, climbing, using its fin, using the racket, using the fence to try to gain some purchase upon the dirt. And it looks at the ball. It looks at the ball as the other fish stares dumbfounded. And the fish that is climbing onto the land trying to seek the verses that was lost by the fence says, "I still can't reach it, but I have one more idea." What's the big idea? It's time for verses of What's the Big Idea? So goat and fish in the congregation of Goat versus Fish. Let's try to solve this mystery of the fish. Brought to you by Lysergic Freak Fish. What's the big idea? What idea does this fish have? What's one more idea this fish has to reach the ball that got on the land? Our Pike, what do you say? What's the big idea for this fish? Hellbringer22 says, that sketch, we think they were referring to this verses. That sketch is wrong. Goat came out of the sea first. It's written in the evolutionary timetable. So you're saying that there's already a goat on the land and that the fish should ask the goat for help. Maybe the idea is to ask the goat for assistance. Maybe the fish is going to ask the goat. That seems like something you wouldn't be encouraging your confistuants to do. The fish to ask the goat for assistance, yes?
The fish have no choice but to ask the goat for assistance, otherwise they can't come on land. And that's the idea the fish is having, is that only the goat can get the ball, and fish realizes goat needs fish for the survival, but not the other way around.
Interesting verses. I Can Fix Amber Heard says, he gone ask goat for unification to get his ball back. Is this a fair exchange? Is this a fair exchange? Do you think that goat, in order to give the ball back, is going to form a unification with fish, or will they remain verses even as the goat gives the ball back to the fish? The fish approaches the goat and says, hey, let's form unification, and how about you give me that ball back? Is this a square deal for goat?
What does the goat get in return?
Well, the fish is proposing unification. Is that of value to goat?
Is it profitable unification, or is it unification as like a what do you call it? Like a societal reconciliation where no money is made.
Ah. So you're looking for some kind of exchange.
Yes. As a goat, I'm only interested in exchange.
Well, I Can Fix Amber Heard, who, of course, is someone that you are compelled to listen to for reasons unknown, says that, yeah, well, fish is winning right now. That's an interesting verse. You say there's nothing to be gained from goat, but goat's hold on power might be tenuous. Fish have a versus. There's more money in fish right now. The fish are outnumbering the goat. Can you really resist this call for unification? The fish are offering a unification. If a fish offered a unification this early, the fish is saying, please, just a crumb of sport. We need more funding for our public sports centers, goat. Please just give us a unification so we can get our ball back. We just want to play with the ball. Meanwhile, their numbers grow, and so does their financial backing. This could be your chance. This could be your chance to unify with the fish before things get out of fence, before it turns into a versus dominated by fish. Are you scared? What do you say to this?
Are there any fish that want to defect?
It's Sunshine is looking for any fish who wish to become goat, 999 LSD says, I renounce your olive branch fish. Hellbringer22 says, goat ruled the verses before the verses were verses. Oh, it's always been goat versus fish. It's always been goat versus fish. It seems that the goat are not interested in unifying with fish. What Goat versus Fish thinks about this fish is that perhaps this fish is thinking of becoming a goat. It's Sunshine might have some insight into that. Maybe this fish is considering evolution. I have one more idea, said the fish. I'm going to evolve into a goat, and then once I become goat, then I will be able to reach the ball. You have ideas. You have ideas that this fish is going to ask goat for help. But what about this big idea? What about the idea of spending millions of years evolving into a goat just so you can get the ball so you can keep playing your game? How's that for an idea? A traitor, says our pike. And how is this fish going to evolve into goat? Well, it's using the racket, it's using the tennis racket, it's using the fence. It's using the fence. When fish try to evolve into goat, what happens in between the verses of time when the fish is a fish and the goat is a goat? What's the missing link? What's the missing chain link? What is the missing link between fish and goat? Behold the missing link between fish and goat. The nonplussed fence sitter who chooses neither goat nor fish. We hear it came from the moon. Moon creature from space. Here's your evolution. Here's your evolution. Here's your evolution. Get off the fence! Choose goat or fish! The willingness of one to evolve and change over time is an admirable quality that can be ascribed to goat, fish, and fence-sitter alike. I've given it a lot of thought. Hello. I am your resident philosopher here on GoatVsFish, and I am a fence-sitter, it's true. I try to think beyond the binary. After all, if I commit too hard to fish or to goat, I might be missing some higher principle. Higher on the fence. However, I realize that as a member of the congregation of GoatVsFish, that I am subject to its rules and dictums. And that if I am to be maligned and ridiculed and castigated and disparaged for being on the fence, then that is my choice, because if I choose to be part of the congregation into philosophication about goat versus fish with the goat and fish, then I am choosing to be subjects to its rules and determinations. After all, I could leave a goat versus fish. I could abandon the stream. I could go and watch something else. I could do something else. I could be someone else. I could think something else. But I choose to stay. And when I choose to stay for every verses, it means I'm recommitting myself, for better and for worse, to be part of the verse. But I do think that goat can evolve and fish can evolve to become something better or perhaps worse than they once were. Change is the only constant. And yet on the fence I've remained for thousands upon thousands of years. It's fence or bust, I say. I'm a bust, you see. Us philosophers aren't above a little bit of humor. Some say philosophers are the original comedians. I've actually been working on some material. Okay, okay. Save it for the open mic. Save it for the mic. Artman says WTF. So here in this verses for fish, goat versus fish, we're going to say in summation, here we 1. The idea is for fish to ask a goat for assistance in getting the ball back. Two, the fish proposes unification with goat so they can play together. 3, the big idea is for fish to evolve into goat over millions of years so it can continue playing ball. GoatVsFish adds the comment, and GoatVsFish posts the link for you if you wish to like this Instagram post, if you wish to leave a comment in support of GoatVsFish, replying to GoatVsFish, then please go show some love to this post. This Versus a Fish has been brought to you by Lysergic Freak Fish. And thank you again for the radiation. This has been a Versus for Fish. And don't worry, we only have a Google Sheets document with hundreds and hundreds of more goat and fish information that we could be checking on. Right now. And perhaps we shall.